happy Saturday. I hope you all are having a great day today. And if you're not, hopefully I can brighten up your day with this here recipe today. Today we're frying fish at the Young's house. I got some whiting and I am super excited because it's been a while since we had fish. And I'm making fried potatoes and onions. These two go together like peas and carrots. If you've never had fried fish and fried potatoes and onions, you have to try it. Here's what you're gonna need. You're gonna need your fish. The fish, like I said, that I'm using is the whiting. You could also use the orange roughy. For those of you that has never tasted an orange roughy fish, give it a try. It's my ultimate favorite. This is my second best fish. Okay, you're gonna need some cornmeal. I typically don't use the white cornmeal. I like to fry my fish in the yellow cornmeal always. I got a nice, beautiful, fresh tomato. Guess what I'm gonna do with it? Just something real simple. I'm gonna slice it. I'm gonna salt and pepper it and put it on the side of the plate. We love to eat tomatoes like that here at the Young's house. All right, so we have our potatoes. This is an Idaho potato. I have a sweet Vidalia onion, a beautiful bell pepper, and we got some spices. So everything can come together and taste spectacular. Chicken bouillon powder. I might use it, I might not. I just have it out. Okay, we have some black pepper, garlic and onion powder, a little bit of paprika, and some salt. Make sure your hands are clean. Let's make a fish dip. I'm going to use a little bit of Old Bay on that fish. Give it that oomph that we're looking for, right? First thing we're going to do with our fish is, you can see that I have paper towels on top of my fish. This fish was frozen. I thawed it out. It's wet, right? So you want to get rid of some of this wetness, because if you don't, the cornmeal gets kind of cakey and then it'll stick to your pan instead of sticking to the fish. Okay, so every once in a while, until the moment I'm ready to fry this up, I'm gonna keep doing this, right? Just like this to get it nice and dry and season it. Did you know that if you purchase fish and it smells really fishy, throw it out? Because it ain't no good. It ain't never supposed to smell fishy where you like, dang, it smells bad. No, you should be able to smell it and it smells like the sea. If it smells too fishy, throw that thing out. I'm going in with Old Bay seasoning. Old Bay seasoning is super delicious, right? And then I'm gonna use some salt, but I ain't gonna use too much. Just a little bit goes a long way when it comes to cooking fish. So each one is gonna get a little bit of salt. We're gonna put some onion and garlic powder on, a little bit of black pepper, and then right away I'm gonna put that yellow cornmeal on, toss it up and get it to frying. Normally when I'm cooking for y'all, I got 2, 3, 4 pans all going at once. I'm not doing that today. Not today. We're gonna make the fish and then we're gonna start on those fried potatoes. In the meantime, let's go ahead and coat our fish in the yellow cornmeal and make sure you pack it in like this, right? Both sides. Make sure every piece of this fish is covered in the yellow cornmeal. Now the oil that I'm using today is always gonna be a shallow amount. When I fry fish, I like to use a little bit of oil, about this much. A lot of people like to deep fry theirs, where they're throwing all the fish in into a whole bunch of oil. We ain't doing that today. I got 2 pans over here on the larger stove, so we're just gonna cook everything all at once. Let's get our fish going. That sizzle right there means we're moving in the right direction. Shake it off before you put it in the pan. There we go. Yes. Put the rest of these fish in here. Oh, it smells good already. Are you kidding me? I cannot wait. Get started on our potatoes. I'm going to show you how I like to peel mine. Just going to use this paring knife. Of course, you can use a peeler. Okay, once we get the skin off, I like to chop mine into squares. You know, a lot of people like to slice theirs. You can do that with yours. That's actually the kind that I grew up on, where they slice it like this. Super fun, right? But I don't do mine like that. Here's how I like to do mine. Let's grab the other knife. We're just gonna go down. I'm gonna come this way. I like mine to be diced up, like what do they call them? Home fries is what a lot of people call them. Do you say fried potatoes and onions? Do you say smothered fried potatoes and onions, or do you call them home fries? So many people call them different things. I just call them fried potatoes and onions. Tell me, when's the last time you had some fish? I'm talking good fish where you was licking your fingers. I want to know. Tell me. Or maybe it was a restaurant that you went to. I want to hear from you. What kind of fish was it? Was it on a fish sandwich? Or was it just like fish and fries? Tell me all the details. Here's one thing I always like to tell everybody. Once you can see that golden brown on the sides towards the bottom, that means it's time to give it a nice flip over. gorgeous. Let's put that part right back where it belongs. Something that I like to do to my potatoes after I get them nice and cut is I wash them in cold water. Not hot water, not warm water, because you'll mess them up. We're gonna see, what you're gonna see is this water right here is gonna get real cloudy and murky. That's extra starch that we don't need, and that extra starch will actually make your potatoes mushy when you go to cook them. So we're gonna rinse these potatoes like 4 or 5 times until the water is nice and clear, and then they'll be ready to cook. Turn these pieces over. Whee! Don't break on me. There we go. One more. Whee! I cut a couple of potatoes, but the last time I made fried fish, my husband, he put jalapenos on the top of his fish, and I was looking at him like, you really getting ready to do that? He kept looking at me as he was eating. He was like, baby, this is so good. So today I'm going to try my fish with jalapenos on it and see how I like it. I am, because the fish is coming out. It is super crispy. That's how I like it. I want my fish fried hard, nice, crispy. Oh, gorgeous golden brown crispy fish cooking. I got one more piece of fish in there, still yet cooking. We're starting on the potatoes right now. My little trick to cutting some time with our fried potatoes. And what I mean by that, as we know, fried potatoes can sometimes take forever and a day to cook. Not this way. You're going to pre-cook them. Don't fully cook them where they're fork tender. Just cook them for about 8 minutes, okay? And that's it. And then get them out of this hot water. And then we're going to begin to fry them. And no, doing this process before you fry them does not make them mushy. Trust me on that. Anytime I make fried potatoes and onions, I'm always putting the green bell pepper in there. Number one is because it's gorgeous in there. It makes the fried potatoes look stunning, but it tastes good too. And always, around my house, I always have the green bell pepper, so that's what I usually use. You can slice it, dice it, do whatever you want with it. Just get it in there, and don't put it in too soon. If you put your bell peppers and onions into the fried potatoes too early, they'll just burn, and we don't want them to burn, right? So what do? I put them in at the last minute. When these are almost done and maybe they have like 8 minutes to go, that's when I'll throw my bell peppers and onions in so they don't cook too much. Some nice sweet Vidalia onion. I'm telling you, y'all, sweet Vidalia onions, they're so sweet and they just taste better than any other onion, and I'm not kidding. I mean, it's really just my opinion, but you have to try the sweet Vidalia onion, not a yellow Spanish onion, not the white onion, but the sweet Vidalia onion. How will you know when you go to the local market if it's a sweet Vidalia onion? Because it'll be flat. It's not, you know, like another onion might be like this. Sweet Vidalia is going to be like this, be flat at the top. Then, you know, you got potatoes out of this hot water, and I'm going to let them drain in a colander until they have no water on them. Because if you take these potatoes that have a whole lot of water on them, you think you get ready to fry them, you're gonna splatter the oil, because the oil will just be splattering everywhere from that water. So once you set them in your strainer, let them sit there for at least 5 minutes. What we're gonna do, something that I love to have on the side, just something nice and fresh on the plate, right? A gorgeous tomato. This fresh tomato, are you kidding me? My husband loves a good fresh tomato. And so what we're going to do is I'm going to slice it into these quarters just like this. We're going to put it on the side of everybody's plate, and we're going to salt and pepper it lightly right before I make everybody's plate. If you salt and pepper it now, as we do know, salt draws water out of things, so you don't want to put that salt on too early. Just do it right when you're plating them up. Look at how gorgeous these tomatoes are. Go ahead and get our potatoes right in. Make sure you kind of level them out so they're not piled on top of each other. If they're piled on top of each other, they're just going to steam. And there you have it, nice golden brown potatoes. So I would say another 5 minutes or so. That's when I'm going to go in and put the spices in, because if you put those spices in too early, they just burn. That's why I wait till the last minute to put those and the bell peppers and onions in. Look at this. Peppers and onions going right in the seasoning with some salt. If you can't use it, I always tell everybody just leave it out. Put us some black pepper in there because you need it. Garlic and onion powder, and just get wild with the garlic and onion powder because that's going to make it taste absolutely spectacular. There you have it. Fried fish, fried potatoes and onions, Gina Young style. Make you some. I know. If you enjoyed today's video, give me a thumbs up. If you ain't subscribed, what you waiting on? Tell your family and friends. Tell the whole world what Gina Young's doing in this kitchen every single day. And Father, on today, I thank you for this meal, your hedge of protection, your love time, your mercy, and your understanding. Father, I thank you for what you've already done and what you're in process of doing. Amen. Take a look at this. I'm going to taste this today because I want to sit down with my family. Until the next video.